All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Everybody, I don't know if everybody remember it was Valentine's, did you? I know my wife every morning. You know what she does? My wife's really big on holidays, and she would basically she always has like a ton of stuff out on the kitchen table. She's up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and everyone's got their little gifts, got their birthdays, whatever. So it's pretty awesome like that, and you know, but she gets upset with me because I always celebrate the holidays like 3-4 days before because I got like I got money burning in my pocket. I just can't hold secrets, so I got to tell everybody. I got to get everything for everyone immediately before it even happens. So it was pretty good. Anyway, but hopefully it'll be a fun Valentine's for everyone. Go out there and spend all that money you made. Remember, this is what we work for, so go out there and enjoy it. That money will be weighing you down. It sure would, Ken. It sure will. And don't and they get, like I said, it's all about supply and demand, right? Why is it like when Valentine's Day flowers are so expensive, right? But if you buy them tomorrow, they're like half off, right? You buy roses and you get good deals on them, and then all of a sudden, even Costco, I'm like, you buy 2 dozen roses, they're like $15. Now they're like $20 for 1 dozen. It's unbelievable, right? Anyway, the same concept. The reason why I'm bringing that up is the same concept that happens with trading. So that's the way I want to look at it. So anyway, we got a fun morning, guys. I want to get ready for the cyber group for class. First of all, phase 3 yesterday, the afternoon was phenomenal. We had a great lesson trading that stock ZN. I think everyone did great on that trade on ZN. You could just look here on the chart. I don't know where it came from. That thing just took off, and then after hours, it went all the way up to about 480. I was here this afternoon. I was trading in the after hours. I said, hell, you know what? I ended up jumping back into it, But once again, this is why you don't hold positions overnight, because look where it is right now at 387. But we made a lot of money with that ZN. That was a very fun. We had a fun lesson on that one, and everyone in the class did great. I know a lot of you guys did it also. Anyway, everyone heard about the CPI numbers that came out. They're obviously not very good. I told you I am. I watch stations, and I'm up at 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. I was up at 5:30 this morning doing my homework, listening with all the stations. I'm reading all the news and everything, and seeing what was going to happen in the market. And you hear these people. Let me tell you, it's so funny how they all think the opposite, but a lot of them said, listen, if you own stock for a year, 2 years, you're not a seller. But, as traders, I told you, I'm still not a buyer. I'm not a buyer, and I don't like what's going on with the market. Market made a big comeback. It was down almost. The Dow's futures were down almost 300. Now we're only down about 119. So he made a pretty damn comeback regarding about what's going on. But I'm telling you, when you look at the Dow and you look at that, there's a Fausto flag being built right now. We're like, as much as we see Fausto flags on stocks, you're seeing that with the market itself. So I'm really cautious when it comes to that. All right. By the way, before we start going through the trades and picks and get ready for this morning, I got to tell you a funny story, okay? In my building, I have a lot of brokerage firms that are in my building. I'm talking like really high-end stock brokerage firms. Stockbrokers don't deal with guys like you and I anymore. It's not like in the 90s or 2000. These guys deal with like people that got 10, 20, 50 million, $100 million. And they're so funny, but they are so they're very smart people. They analyze every company, and they know everything about rumors of buyouts. They know everything about P ratios, stock splits, earnings announcements. They know everything. They know all the fundamentals. Yeah, they do, Ken. But let me tell you a funny story. So anyway, they came up to me and they says, Fausto, you ever heard of Blue Apron? Okay, it was at APRN, right? Now remember we traded Blue Apron the other day, right? Guys, remember this? We traded Blue Apron. They're like, yeah, what's up with Blue Apron, Fausto? You ever trade that stock? And I'm like, yeah, we traded it. He goes, did you see what happened a couple of days ago? Yesterday, right? A couple of days ago, I'm like, yeah, Blue Apron took off. It went from like $2, and the thing went. Hold on, let me just zoom out here. Let me just bring the timeline a little bit further. So yeah, we traded it. You know, went from like it had that big pop over there, and went from like 420. You know, it's got that little thing going on there. And you know what the funny thing is? You know how we trade what's going on with the market regarding about what's happening with, you know, President Trump is like doing this and doing that regarding about, you know, what's happening, you know, corporate America, and you saw what happened with Boeing and Home Depot, all these companies. Well, I don't. They were reading an article, and I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently President Trump is looking to get rid of food stamps. And what I mean by not getting rid of them entirely, but he wants to take away that people can't get credit cards anymore and just go to the supermarket and just buy $120 worth of food. And what he wants to do is he wants to take away food stamps from everyone and just deliver food, you know, to them, healthy food. So, you know, if you're on food stamps, you're no longer going to get a credit card. We're just going to mail you. We're going to mail you a box of, you know, everything that's made in America, nothing out of any country, and we're going to mail you, you know, whole grain, canned foods, and stuff like that. So anyway, so the reason we'll get into this because that's what Blue Apron does, right? Blue Apron sells you and they sell you custom food. And there's like, do you think there's any correlation that he's going to give it to Blue Apron? Because I'm hearing these rumors going around that he only wants, if you deal with corporate America, and he wants to give it, you know, to, you know, they want to get the government out of get out of the business of trying to be, you know, if they're selling the space, you know, that space station, you probably heard about that or anything, but deal with people that have established businesses, you know, or, you know, Blue Apron getting bought out by Amazon, whatever it is, getting into the food business, whatever it is. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's pretty weird because the stock really did take off. So anyway, so the point is, and I know you guys are going crazy right here. Healthy, right? Boxed milk is healthy. But guys, just keep a close eye on these stocks. You know, remember, you know, and I always tell you guys, we're not here to get political regarding about, about presidents and changing things. Listen, you know, we make a lot of money on what these guys do. All right, and this is our business, all right, and that's how traders work. And you're going to get a new president that's going to come in, and he's going to change and do everything the opposite again, and then we're just going to have to adapt to it, and it's going to make us money. But these are things you got to look at. So, you know, keep your eyes and ears open. I want to keep an eye on this Blue Apron stock, so that'll be pretty interesting. But I'm not really a buyer yet. I want to see how the things work out. All right, GBUB had earnings this morning. Dana, let me bring that up. GRUB. Well, stock is doing great. Stock took a big pop right there, and you could see it, you know, overall. But it's what's happening now hasn't really done anything. But stock's been a really good mover. We'll keep an eye on that. All right. So anyway, let's keep an eye on some of these. When you hear these rumors going around or anything, guys, this is what we're here. Let's try to focus on it because I get people that come to me all the time and say, "Hey, Fausto, look at this company. It's a new pot stock. You know, they just legalized pot in California and everything. What do you think of this pot stock?" And what do you? But one thing about those, I tell everyone, I don't deal with penny stocks because most of those stocks are trading on the bulletin board and on the over-the-counter stocks, and you know we know what those are. We talk about those in class, so I don't have any control. I can't see the high-frequency trades, so you got to be very, very careful when it comes to those. But anything that you see if there's any state or anything, let's focus on that. All right. So anyway, let's a powered eggs, Ronnie. You know, listen. If there's a company out there that's actually, if they're gonna, and let me tell you, if they really do come out and there's a company that they're gonna be selling a bunch of these canned foods and stuff, let's focus on it. Sorry, we're reading Groupon this morning. Yeah, Groupon got killed. I don't know what happened. I saw that GPRN. Yeah, I saw that early this morning. I spelt it wrong. GRPN. Yeah, I saw Groupon early. Yeah, it's getting a little whacked right here at 560 all the way down to 480. Taking a big hit right here, Groupon. Anyway, so let's go. Let's do some shopping. And by the way, don't get me about vegans, okay? All right. I just can't. I have to eat meat. I really have to do, or eggs or anything. All right, anyway, let's do some shopping. Anyway, we saw the ZN trade yesterday. That was phenomenal. We did really good on that one. There were a couple other ones that are taking big hits right now. Twitter is taking a big hit, but it was fun yesterday. You could see it, that stock. We did really good on it yesterday. That thing had a really nice pop. You could see it went from 35 all the way up to about 33. It was a great winner. One thing about Twitter, though, it's got some nasty shakes, man. You know, I mean, I think it's unbelievable. That thing got to be really careful with it. But it's taking a little bit of a hit going into this morning. Lumber Liquidators did pretty well too, and then the AQMS. I don't know where the hell that one came from, but I saw that and I spit it out. I said, guys, check out this one. And sure enough, boom, the thing goes. And we had time to get into it. Just came out right around 10 o'clock, 220 all the way to $3. Nice little winner right there. All right, so those are what we traded yesterday, guys. Let's go see what's going on this morning. First thing I want to bring up on our watch list, keep an eye on Twilio. We all remember Twilio. We did really well with that stock in the past. That stock was a $70 stock, went from 25 up to 70. Stock came right back to where it started at. It's kind of like it's got a little bit of a push. If you guys go back to your journals, go back. If you've been with CTU for a long time, if you remember, that stock is one nasty stock. Okay, so you got to be a level 3 trader to trade that. Fossil. I know you guys were talking about early this morning. Fossil is pretty much all over the place. I would be really careful about trading Fossil. You know, I saw watching what happened in pre-market. The thing tanked. It went up. It tanked. You know, it's a little bit all over the place. I'll be a little concerned about trading Fossil right here. Hold on. Let me fix my time frame. 10-minute chart. 1-minute chart. There we go. All right, so just keep an eye. There's the pre-market. So you can see it's a little bit much all over the place. I'll be a little careful trading that Fossil trade. You got to be a little more an advanced trader. DBVT. Another one came up from my radar. Here's a stock up 29%, but she's on a downtrend, so maybe she's a short. You can see the stock got destroyed from 50 all the way down to the 20s, so she gapped up pretty nice. She's probably testing its resistance levels. It's right around here. It's testing those resistance levels right around here, so be a little cautious right there. Just keep an eye on that one, too. We'll put that on the watch list. ZSAN. Here's another one. Up 28%, another stock, a $200 stock, got decimated. Go ahead. You want to hold overnight? You want to swing trade? Explain that to people on ZASN. That's why we don't do it. Listen, you know, people always think like, oh, I don't trade stocks under $5, you know. And guys, today I want to let you know, today is a very big day. Today we do every Thursday, we do recruitment day, and actually today we're going to have a really big class. We have close to about 3 to 4 of our partners in the industry that help marketing it. So we're expecting to be one of the biggest ones we had in a long time. Come out there, listen to the traders. Let's come out and support CTU, and then also see who your competition is and see the questions they ask, and it will just make you appreciate why you're always here and why we trade and why we do what we do. But definitely be there. But this one got nice movement. We'll watch that one. A cheap one right here, BLDP. I don't know if you guys remember this, the battery company. BLDP, nice little push right here also, up 9%, 95,000 shares. We've traded it just a couple of, at the end of last year, went from $2 to $5, was a nice little push. You could see how it tested support levels. That one's working well. I told you guys earlier, I put this in early morning chat, the RIOT blockchain. She's got some great pre-market trading. Blockchain did phenomenal, went from 5 away to 45. She's moving up a little nicely today. I want to keep an eye on it, but so go back to your journals and see how you did on that one. I got a big list here. I got 3 more. TTPH, another nice little move right here, down 50%. I called this out earlier to everybody. I said, it's got some support levels at 260. I don't know if anyone here jumped in with me, but only thing I'm concerned about is a pharmaceutical stock, and we know they don't come back. NSPR, but by watching the pre-market, I was a little impressed, so I took a shot over with that one. NSPR up 24%. Big problem only is the spread's pretty big right here, 50,000 shares. Not a lot of high-frequency trades here, so that's another thing I was a little careful. And by the way, last but not least, okay, and Ken, I don't know where you were because you and I got this inside joke with the dryers, okay? DRYS, keep an eye on this. I don't know what happened with Dryers, but hold on. DRYS. Yesterday, she made a big move, okay? Let me just fix the time frame here and show you what I'm talking about. She had a big move yesterday. And you could see right here, it went from 340 all the way to 380, and she's been moving quite interestingly. I don't know what's up with that. Close my eyes on that. You learned a lesson on that one, Ken? I think Ken, Ken and I and a bunch of us, we've been around. We saw this stock, and I think this was one of the biggest lessons, Ken, and you probably would say you learned why you don't hold the stock, right? And this one makes, and the stocks like this will make you a great trader. You know, because you know that it doesn't matter what you believe or what you want to do. You got to know you take a loss and move on. So we learn a lot from trading Dryers. But anyway, we saw the stock get so crushed. And I don't know, I saw yesterday coming on my radar. I'm like, why is this thing up? So the only thing that throws me off, because there's so many stock splits, it's not that many shares. I want to keep an eye on that Dryers. Dryers, a couple of weeks remaining while President promises not to sell. Is that what the news? By the way, if everybody knows who Dana is, Dana is our been with us for so long. One of our he's an airline pilot. I guess you retired, right? You quit. Right, Dana? Let's call a spade a spade. You got out of it because you're doing better trading here. A lot more fun, right? SEC filing from back in the fall. There you go. Thanks a lot, Dana. You know, we got to let everybody realize that we're all in different industries. If you're a pilot, if you're a physicist, if you're a pharmacist, if you're a business owner, you're an IT engineer, everything, we're all having fun. That's what it's all about. All right, guys, stock buyback dividend on Dryers. And they're paying a dividend? Dana, what are they paying? That's weird. Did it say? I didn't even look at that. They're actually paying a dividend? 2 cents? They're paying a dividend? That's pretty interesting. Okay. Wow, I'm pretty impressed. Maybe this is it. This stock's been hovering here for a long time. You know, for some reason we've been having that little sweet spot. I made a lot of money, by the way, for a lot of you here are trial members or are going to watch this on YouTube. I actually showed a trade that I made like I kind of messed up, but I made like a $10,000 on Dryers, and and I had like a $30,000 profit, and it was a pretty good trade on that position, but it was unbelievable swing trading in that position. But but if you want to go watch it, just look it up. I have it on YouTube. You can see how I traded and why I traded it. So if you want to see how it goes, that's my math should be closed. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. All right, guys. So listen, sorry for going out a little bit too longer talking, but I think I had some fun to kind of share about Valentine's Day, about Blue Apron, about what we traded yesterday and what we got this morning. In the meantime, I'll see all of you in class, at the phase 3. So hopefully we can have so much fun as in yesterday, as in today. And for the ones that want to learn a little bit more about getting into the training courses, if you like what we do here at CTU, please talk to your education advisor. He'll tell you if this is what you want to do, then we got to teach you how to do it. And don't forget, today at 12 o'clock, guys, we'll give you the link during here in the trading room. But I look forward to seeing you all in there. It's going to be hopefully it's going to be a pretty fun, exciting one. Hopefully get a lot of people, to help join the family. Remember, the more we work together, the easier life becomes, the more money we all make. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading today.